All right, guys, this is Crazy Kev here, and I'm here with UFC fighter Youssef Zalal. Youssef, how we doing, my man?
Pretty good, my man. How you doing?
Doing good, doing good. So, Youssef, man, you got a fight coming up in a couple months here. Talk to us a little bit more about that matchup you got.
Yeah, man. I was supposed to fight. I think it was July 20th, and they moved the card to the August 10th, or the fight, I guess. But I wanted to fight on that Denver card, man, that July 13th. But it is what it is. But yeah, it's a good fight. I feel like he's a great opponent, tough opponent as well. And I don't know. I don't like long ass camps, but we're preparing for that fight, so we'll be ready.
Let's go. So, last time we were talking to you, man, you kind of got the call for like the UFC. You were kind of like in the back, trying to figure everything out. I mean, what was kind of like that process like to kind of get the call again? And, what was kind of the emotions like to, be back in the UFC again?
It's almost like a relief. It was more of a relief than okay, like now let's go to work. It's that time again. I feel like before it was like, yeah, you got in. It's the greatest moment of all time. And then you're like, but there's a lot of growth that happened in that period, in that 2 year period that I got when I left the UFC and then got cut and then got back. So it's like I said, it's like more of a relief. And now let's go to work.
I like it. I like it. Now, with your last matchup, you were facing Billy Q, and with you facing him, there was a little bit of like adversity going on. Like, people like were saying that he might have had like an injury or something like that. Did you hear that? And if so, what'd you maybe think about that?
No, I did not. I don't know what the injury or whatever. I feel like this sport, no matter what, if you do good, you do bad, no matter what, you're always gonna hear something. But if you dealt with an injury, I mean, it's the fight game. You could have easily pulled out. But it's the fight game. I know how they feel, and I know I experienced it before. I went to fights with a lot of injuries and nobody knew about, and then we did the job that we did what we do, and then if you lost, you lost. You move on and learn.
Yeah, yeah. No, I believe it was something with like the stare down or something. I think fans were like trying to point out that he might have had something going on, and like there
Oh
was some sort of
yeah,
concussion. Yeah,
no. Yeah, well,
yeah.
he was throwing that right hand at me, so he was not hurting. I promise you that.
Fair enough, man. And yeah, with that being said, man, I mean, with this matchup here, coming up, what do you think a win does for you here?
It does a lot of things. It's how I win. I think it's gonna affect everything. I really do believe that. I feel like a lot of people are talking about what I did the last fight, right? But you're only as good as your last fight, right? So obviously this fight comes in, and I feel like if I go and perform the way that I know I can perform, and like I showed everybody, and it's a win is a win, right? But the way you win, it makes the noise, and I feel like that's what did with me with Billy, and I feel like that's what it's gonna do in this fight as well.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. And what kind of are you doing for training camp as well too for this matchup coming up?
I'm so far off, bro. It's like 10, I think it's like 9 weeks. So it's like kind of like slowly like focusing on myself, like really getting my game like ready, and like obviously not trying to rise up so quickly, so slowly climb up and then get to that like fighting shape and stuff like that. So it's like slowly like taking it easy. It's like I never been in that situation. I never been in like, hey, you see if you got 11 weeks camp or you got 12-week camp. Yeah, it's always for me. It's like, hey, you got 2 weeks. Hey, you got 1 week. Hey, you got 5 days. So that's what it's been with me. But it's like you said, man. I'm just trying to grow as a fighter and then try to improve as much as I can.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely, man. And what's maybe different from your first stint compared to the second stint with the UFC? Has anything changed?
The mental, man. Like I said before, it's definitely the mental and how I don't know how to say this. My English is a little suspect, but but it's how I like train, how I think about fighting, how I like live fighting, how I see fighting, and all that stuff, and just see how I see the business now and all that stuff. So that's like what's completely different than the last stuck at the UFC.
Nice, nice. Now, how about the actual UFC itself too? Has that changed at all since the last time you've been there too?
Not really, not really. Same people. I've always been great with those the employees. I love those guys. They've been taking care of me. I love hanging out with them and I love spending time with them. So and obviously I go corner a lot too, so I get to see them a whole lot too. So yeah, man. There's not a whole lot thing. The only thing that changes is more fans at the Apex. That's pretty much it, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, there you go. And I believe the last time we talked, I think we mentioned that you didn't have like any fights without like a training camp. Is that true?
That's
That's
pretty
right.
much
Yeah,
true.
yeah. With that being said, man, I mean, what's it like? You finally got that first training camp, man.
It's weird, bro. It's weird. I don't know. It's just weird. I don't. I like I love it and hate it at the same time. So
Yeah.
I'm like I have a hate and love relationship with that thing. But hey, man, I'm just grateful and I'm appreciated because especially in caps you got ups and downs. You got some weeks you hate, some weeks you love, some weeks you enjoy. So it's I'm just trying to have fun, man, and I'm trying to really enjoy this fighting career and then really just go on from there.
I like it. I like it. Speaking about having fun, man. I mean, what's some of your favorite memories that you had in the gym training so far?
Oh God, bro. I feel like I'm the oof. I feel like a lot of people, if you talk to all my teammates, I'm like the shit talking one or
Yeah.
the loud one and all that stuff. So I had a lot of memories and a lot of fights. I said shit. I mean that's not a good thing. But yeah, man. I tell everybody, man, I try to push people to the standards that I live in and I push into to the standards that I want, so it is what it is, but obviously there's a lot of great memories in that. There's a lot of great wars and a lot of great memories. So there's a lot of fun stuff too, and I feel like as a team we have a lot of fun.
There you go. No, it's awesome. And when it comes to trash talking, man, I mean, what's one of your favorite trash talking lines you think you ever said?
Oh God, bro, this is so stupid, bro. This is about to be hilarious. Was we were talking smack, and then I was like, "Man, I'm about to touch you like a piano, bro." It's like that was just yeah, but I love my team, man. I love my team. Those are my people, man. Those are my
That's
family.
awesome. That's awesome. Now, where do you get your trash talking from?
Ah, fuck, man. I don't know, bro. I think I was just like a Moroccan, just that
Yeah.
northern African side, the Arab side of me. I don't know, bro. It's like they get a little angry and then they started just talking shit. So I think that's my maybe it. I think it's also like just maybe the confident, the confident gets you. You can talk smack when you can back it up as well. There's a lot of people that talk smack and they can't back it up. So I feel like I can back it up and I can stand for myself. So that's my mentality. And hey, if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you.
Yeah.
You wanna get it sideways? We can go sideways, brother. It's fine with me.
There you go. There you go. That's awesome, man. And when it comes to just like trash talkers and stuff, who do you think are some of your favorite trash talkers that you like to listen to?
Oh God, I really don't like to listen to it because I'm
Okay.
like because when you talk smack, they're like, oh, he's the same as this guy. He's the same as this guy. I just keep it natural, and everybody obviously the cliche answer is Connor and all this stuff they say, but I just enjoy the sport, man. I enjoy the bad moments, the good word moments, whatever. I just enjoy everybody talking smack, and sometimes you get out of line though. Sometimes you gotta have the respect. It's between you and the guy, not the family or religion and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it, man. But if you want to go that route, we can go that route. As that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. No. With that being said, too, another thing I was curious about, do you happen to have any street fights as well, too?
No, 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 bro. I try to stay away from that, bro.
There you go.
My old coach actually was. I remember when I was in high school, he was saying if you ever get in a fight outside, I would never coach you ever again. And he said obviously if somebody puts your hands on you, then yeah, sure, defend yourself at all times. But obviously, I try to stay away, man. Just walk away. You got people talking smack to everybody, and I'm like, yeah, cool, man. Yeah, you're right. I'm a bitch. Yeah, you're right. I'm this and this and that. Until they look up who you are, and they be like, oh fuck, I could have got my ass fucked up. But yeah, I try. You never know these days, man. There's especially where I'm at, Denver and United States. You got guns everywhere. You got anger issues everywhere. So I'm good, man. I'm the nice guy. I don't fight. I don't
There you
fight.
go. There you go. No, that's awesome. Yeah, keep it in the cage, man. And yeah, with that being said, too, when it comes to like being in the gym and stuff, what was maybe some of the hardest techniques to kind of master when you were first training?
Bro, that sweep that I do that I just did against Billy. It was so hard to like understand and like kind of like keep it because sometimes they're like everybody thinks it's that easy. I'm like sometimes I do it and I get hit like whacked every time. I was like god damn, but yeah, it's like obviously there's techniques like that and the more mostly is wrestling and jujitsu to be honest. Like the striking is not that. that crazy difficult for me because I feel like I have a background of striking, you know, and obviously you still learn every day and you try to learn as much as you can. But I'd say the most difficulties and techniques and stuff is more of wrestling and jiu-jitsu aspect. That's what I say the most.
Okay, okay, fair enough. And man, when you got the call of the UFC short notice, I mean, what do you kind of deal with like behind the scenes, like paperwork wise, and all that kind of nonsense and stuff that the fans don't usually hear about?
Oh, bro. Well, so I kind of got lucky because I was there for a whole week for the Ultimate Fighter when I got the call. So I did all the medicals then, like the whole week that I was technically quarantined and everything. So that made it easy. But when you get a short notice call, you have to do all these medicals right away. Like literally the next day, you're on. So sometimes it affects your training. Sometimes it affects all that stuff. But I got lucky on that part. So literally as soon as I got the call, I went back home, started training for that 1 week to just sharpen up everything, and then the following week we went to Vegas. So that's kind of like I got lucky with that. But obviously, there's a lot of travel, there's a lot of understanding and stuff like that. So for those guys who don't understand, we have to do a lot of like blood work, physical, MRIs, all this stuff that you have to do and pass, and then obviously for you to fight.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely, yeah, that definitely makes sense, man. And with that being said, man, how long do you think it could take you, man, to maybe be in the UFC video game one day?
Yeah, come on, bro. You know I gotta. It won't be. I hope it won't be that much. I feel like I hope when we get ranked guy and then fight him and beat him, in a good fashion. I'm like, come on, man, get the first Moroccan ass in there in the UFC game. I feel like they don't see that. There's plenty of light skins, but there's not a single Moroccan in there. So let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, dude, I've been seeing that a little bit. You've been doing a little bit of Twitch streaming. Yeah, talk us a little bit more about that.
Bro, so I got one of my clients, and he's like one of my best friends actually too. Is his name is Jurgen, but he's been with me for a long time, and we've been like on this journey of him cutting weight and stuff like that, and all this stuff, and he kept telling me, he's like, he got me onto this Twitch stuff, man. It's just like nothing. It's like Twitch. So I was an Xbox guy, and I never was a PC guy at all. So they made me switch to PC and stuff like that. So I still don't know how to use all that stuff, bro. I'm like, I feel like I love tech so much that I don't even know how to use it sometimes. But he got me into that Twitch. Like, even though I got like 3 viewers, 4 viewers, 2 viewers, I was like, you just gotta grind, you just gotta grind. So I was like, I try to do every day at least Twitch it up a little bit. And I love Call of Duty, bro. Call of Duty is my thing, bro. Even though that game, bro, man, it makes you hate that day. That
Oh
like
yeah.
some days. Bro, you get some demons in there. They just be pop 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 whooping your ass, and then you be like, "Yep." I wake up the next day and do it again. It's the same as fighting. You get your ass beat, and then you go next day. I'm like, sounds fun. Maybe I have a good luck today.
Oh yeah. No, some of these kids are ridiculous nowadays. I don't know like how long they're spending on these games. It's nuts nowadays.
Bro, I get killed by a 17-year-old that talking smack to me as well while doing it too.
Yep.
Like, get out of my lobby. I was like, oh man, oh man, oh
Yep.
man.
Yep. Yep. No, I definitely believe it, man. And yeah, with that being said, man, I mean, are you considering maybe making like a YouTube channel or anything like that to kind of boost your video game stuff?
Yeah, man. So I actually threw it out for the fans out there. I feel like I haven't gotten too much in my culture a little bit. I feel like a lot of people not know about like my culture and what I do and all that stuff. So I kind of like just one day I just put a video as a story. I was like, hey, I'm thinking about putting a YouTube channel, and I want to do content. Like, what are you guys thinking of? Like, what do you guys think? Blah blah. And they were like, yeah, man. Like, I got so much response. Like, I'm talking like hundreds of people. Hey, we want to see you train. We want to see your daily routine and all this stuff like that. Because I feel like sometimes in Morocco they feel like it's so much easier to. They be like, oh, you only train once a day. I'm like, there's a lot more to go to being a professional athlete, and two, to be if you want to be at the highest level. So there's a lot of things. So that's like my goal, and I'm working on it as we speak right now. So I'm trying to get it all going. It's just
There you
that
go.
little kickstart that I need, but I will.
That's awesome, man. No, that's definitely pretty cool. So, let's say you do like training techniques or something like that. Would you be nervous like that? Your opponent or something like that see something like that?
No, bro, it's good. I'm like, Yeah, I showed it to people, and then I'm be like, hey, I get to show it in real life that hey, this is gonna work against you as well. I don't care how much you study for it or how much you see it, because obviously we're in a fight. You know, it's like everybody that has a game plan coming in, and then they be like, it works when you're actually like winning and doing your thing. You know, but sometimes it does not work when you actually get, oh my god, I just got hit, or I just did this, or I got this. So, but it's more satisfaction when you know you posted it, you know you showed it, you know you did everything, and then you get to do it in a fight. So, and actually, not a lot of people knew on that Billy fight. Dana White posted, you know how Dana White posts Zalal versus Billy next, up
Oh,
next,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
then Instagram. I gotta share that video with you. I did that sweep exactly, and I did the knee and everything in the warm up while they showing me on the camera. That's
That's
exactly what I
awesome.
did in the fight. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty
That's
dope.
awesome. Wow. Okay. How about that? That's pretty cool then. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so yeah, man. With that being said, too, with your YouTube channel, I think something that would be pretty cool. I don't know if you do this though, but I was just curious. Like I know like Nate Diaz and stuff. Like he's good with like the nunchucks or anything like that. Have you ever experimented with any of like the weapons or anything like that?
Nah, bro, I'm not. I'm not nerdy in that part. I'm like the just a simple mixed martial artist, bro.
There you go.
It's
Fair
just
enough.
punch, wrestle, jujitsu. That's it. I ain't doing none of backflips and none of that shit, bro. All right,
Fair
nah,
enough.
nah.
Fair enough.
I mean, I'm probably the most unathletic black African dude that you ever see, to be honest. So I'm good.
Fair enough. Fair enough. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. I would say one thing that would definitely be cool, in my opinion, would probably be maybe like the dieting and stuff. You know, maybe like all the good foods and
Yeah.
stuff you're eating. I think that'd be cool for the fans maybe
So
see
yeah,
too.
that I'm gonna do a lot more of that because obviously the sport that we're in is the more the better the diet, the better you perform, right? And then the
Oh yeah.
better your lifespan is. So that's kind of it. I mean, I like to enjoy my life too. So I feel like I'm gonna show that as well. You know, I feel like some fighters will be all strict and show that like, hey, like this is it, this is it. I'm like, all right, well, like I'm a normal human being, you know, but we'll show everybody what I do.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now getting back to like Call of Duty and stuff. What's maybe some of your favorite video games that you like to play?
I feel like GTA San Andreas. That was my favorite one. That's
There you
still
go.
my favorite one. That's the only one I played.
It's a good one.
Uh, uh More of a like Formula One or
That's a good one
car.
too.
Like what's it called? What's the other one? The Horizon. What's it called?
Oh yes, yes, yeah. Horizon. Yeah, yeah. I know
Yeah, yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. Yes, yes.
Those
Where's that
ones,
thing?
and then obviously Call of Duty, bro. And so FIFA is good too. FIFA is good too.
Okay, nice, nice.
I mess with FIFA a little bit.
Have you ever tried the Oculus or anything like that? The thing you like got to put over your
No,
eyes or anything like that?
I tried it one time actually, and then they made me do like the boxing game.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Bro, I was sweating. I was so tired after. I was like my shoulders were hurting. Like I was straight up boxing. But I was like full on just going to war with a video game, bro. So that was actually pretty fun.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely sick. Because the other thing I was curious about too is because like with the Oculus, they have like LFA where you can like put it on and like watch like LFA like their fight promotion and like sit there and like watch the full card like from the Oculus and like you're like in the stands and you can like talk to the people and stuff. It's
What?
pretty nuts. Yeah, yeah, it's awesome.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think the UFC or like some other promotions should maybe jump on it. I don't know if they do it every card, but like I did like two or three of them like that. But like after like three or four fights, the thing gets heavy on your face. You got to take it off. But yeah, it's pretty sick.
Oh, I would love to watch fights like that. That would be sick.
Yeah, yeah. I hope the UFC does it one day. And Yusuf, man,
Bro.
it's been awesome talking to you, man. And with that being said, what's maybe your final message out there for the fans watching this video?
Keep digging. Keep digging. You know, I feel like a lot of people just like not even I don't want to say give up. I feel like they let the life and everything kind of take over sometimes. You know, I feel like sometimes you can take control, and patience is the biggest key. I feel like in my career and my whole life it's just patience. You know, I feel like sometimes I get a little too excited and a little too high energy. I'm already a high energy person anyway, so patience is definitely the key. And then keep digging, my man. It's like good things coming, you know, and especially if you're doing the things that you're supposed to do, right? I feel like people forget about that. I can't remember who said it. It was like if you want if you want like better things, you have to do difficult things to get the better things. You can't just be normal and stuff like that. So, I like that's my biggest message to those guys. Like I said in the fight, man, try to bring joy to people, and obviously my story and everything to really help out the young upcoming guys or the guys that've been through it to get to it. So I'm uh I'm excited about to see what's in the future.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, we're definitely looking forward to the future, man. And yeah, we're looking forward to your YouTube channel, man, as well. If you have any questions or anything like that, I know I'm not a big YouTuber or anything, but anything, let me know. I'm happy to help you. And
Oh, I appreciate it, man. I definitely need some help, bro. I'm not good at none of that stuff. So I'm definitely gotta ask a lot of things. I have no clue about editing. I don't nothing.
I
Nothing.
got you. Like I said, however you need help, I'm definitely here to help you in that sense. And yeah, like I said, I'm definitely happy too as well too. You're back in the UFC. I kind of got lucky with you. I was booking an interview with you, trying to figure out what's maybe next with you, and then all of a sudden you're back in the UFC short notice. So I'm definitely glad you're back on the up and up, and we're looking forward to your next fight, man.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, and again, man, thank you so much. We're looking forward to what's next,
All right, but I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
my man. All right, take care. Thank you
All
again.
right.